like a little bracket that bolts to a piece of angle iron. And that way I can remove all 4 bolts and still remove the trans. And there's a big enough hole in there for the shift lever afterwards when I'm doing that part. So the next thing, finally onto the rear control arms. So I got a whole bunch of mess to clean up here, and then I can get my my bracket put into place. This thing here, so I can get these situated in the correct spot, and then start making some tubes. So right now I've got one spot where I can go up and a couple more going down, depending on how it actually ends up handling. And I'm just going by eyeball right now on the toe in and out. But if you put a ruler along that, it's actually not, it might look like it is on camera, but it's not, it's leaning this way for my camber, but the toe in and out is almost exactly where it needs to be, like dead straight. So both of those sides are now done. So judging by where the center line is here, I don't think I can put them in the middle. Or put them towards the middle, sorry. I think it would be too far down. Hard to say. But it would definitely work going this way. Yeah. I'll keep playing around. Basically, once I decide which way to go, I'm just gonna start cutting up, making some brackets, and we'll just go for it. Okay guys, so I spent just a ton of time finishing up not finishing up, but getting the suspension all tacked up into place to make sure that everything was gonna clear and function. So I'll show you guys what I did here, and I didn't film it because, you know, it's a lot of the same stuff that I did on the first side, so, or on the front. So check it out. So I went ahead and cut one of the axles down just to give me an idea when it was on an angle how much clearance I was going to have. And as you can see, it's not a lot, but as long as I had some, should be good enough. And assembled these pieces. I still got to put the little braces here and here. Whether or not they're needed, I'm not sure. It could be overkill. So I'll just lift this up to show you guys how it works. Nice thing is I'm going to be able to adjust these like sitting in my seat. So yeah, I got both sides all done. So there's kind of the overall look, which I think is going to look pretty cool. So I think the fuel tank is going to end up right here, kind of filling this whole space. I'll come back a decent amount, and I'm probably going to go up as well, because if I just fill this, I'm looking at a little over maybe 35 liters. And I may want bigger. I don't know how bad this is going to be on fuel. You know, I've never had a 400 horsepower Hayabusa yet. So I don't know, it could just absolutely guzzle it back. And I'd like to be able to take it on a trip if I ever wanted to. Or if I ever, you know, wanted to head up to a track somewhere. I don't have a truck and trailer to be able to tow it around. And daily driver, I want to drive it where I want to go. So the one thing I did notice, something was off with my measurements. You know, it might have only been a millimeter or something, because I get really, really close. And basically touch right there, depending on where this is. So when this is in the middle, when this does actually end up sitting in the middle, once I've got some spacers in there, it does clear every single time. So hopefully it doesn't become an issue, but yeah, it's coming along. So I don't think I'll build the fuel tank next. I think what I'm going to do is get this back end cut off to size where the panels curl around. Build the rear you know, tailgate looking thing, and then we can have have something that's looking a little more Jeepish. The exhaust now, I think what I'm going to do is come up and over that rail, underneath of that one, and I think I'm actually going to exit it underneath of this floor pan right here that's starting to slope up. Like I'm going to build a huge exhaust tip that actually, you know, is just formed into it, so it just kind of sucks it out as well while I'm driving. Yeah, thank you guys again for checking it out, and I hope you guys liked the episode. You know, might have been all over the place. We'll see. I haven't edited it yet, but yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.